Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're zooming in locally, right here in Irvine, California.
That's right. We're looking at OC Lakes Dental.
Yeah, trying to figure out what makes them tick. We've got their website info, some Yelp reviews, basically trying to get the inside scoop for you.
Exactly. It's more than just, what they do. We want to get a feel for the philosophy, Dr. Aaron Takegawa's background, and really importantly, what actual patients are saying.
Right, so if you're around Orange County, maybe looking for a dentist.
Or even just curious about a local business that seems to be doing well, this should be interesting.
Okay. And speaking of local, this first part is brought to you by Orange County Pages.
Ah, perfect tie-in.
Yeah. If you love finding great local spots, restaurants, services, you name it, Orange County Pages is, well, it's your online guide. Really useful for supporting the community.
Definitely check them out. Keep it local.
So, Dr. Aaron Takegawa, it sounds like he's really from around here.
Oh, yeah, very much so. The website mentions him growing up here playing AYSO, youth basketball, even school bands. Went to Northwood High, frequented local beaches. He's got deep OC roots, seems like.
That definitely paints a picture, someone connected to the area. And his interest in dentistry, that wasn't like a late discovery.
No. It says he saw it as both science and art pretty early on.
Interesting.
And he was actually shadowing dentists back in high school. So that interest started young.
Wow. Okay, and then there's this experience in the Philippines. That sounds, well, significant.
Hugely significant, I'd imagine. Providing dental care to, over 1,700 people? Many for the first time ever.
That's incredible.
But what really stands out is how they approached it. They realized, with so many people in limited time, just doing procedures wasn't going to create lasting change.
Okay, so what was the plan then? How do you make a bigger impact?
Well, they focused on sustainability. They actually connected with local missionaries already living in those rural areas.
Okay.
The idea was to give them the tools and knowledge to boost health literacy long term, empower the community itself.
That's really thoughtful. More than just a fly-in, fly-out mission.
Exactly. It shows a deeper perspective, I think.
Yeah.
And that commitment seems to have continued.
How so?
He also worked at community health centers down in San Diego, helping underserved populations there, too.
So there's a clear theme emerging.
Accessibility, right?
Absolutely. Making good dental care available to, everyone, people from all walks of life. That seems to be a core value.
And it goes beyond just the technical skills.
Seems like it. The website talks about the importance of the patient relationship, building trust, connecting with people, not just treating teeth.
The person behind the smile, as they say.
Something like that, yeah.
All right, let's shift a bit. What about the actual services? What can people expect at OC Lakes Dental? It looked like a pretty long list.
It is comprehensive, definitely. Based on their site and Yelp, they cover, pretty much all the bases.
Like the standard stuff? Checkups, fillings?
Oh, yeah. General dentistry basics.
Yeah.
Checkups, cleanings, fillings, root canals, extractions, all that. But then there's a whole cosmetic side, too. Okay, like what?
Things like veneers, teeth whitening, Invisalign.
Invisalign, yeah, popular.
Very. And cosmetic bonding. So modern aesthetic options are there.
What else? Seemed like there was more.
Yep. Dental crowns and bridges. Implant dentistry, which is huge for replacing missing teeth. A big focus on preventative care, too.
Preventative meaning?
Like oral hygiene guidance, digital x-rays, the low radiation kind, oral cancer screenings, even custom sports mouth guards.
Gotcha.
They also handle orthodontics, specifically with Invisalign. Then there's dentures, wisdom teeth removal, other oral surgery.
Wow.
And even treatments for sleep apnea and TMJ issues.
Oh.
Plus, crucially, emergency dental care.
Okay, so it really is a full-service kind of practice.
It certainly looks that way. They seem equipped to handle most things that come through the door.
And connecting back to that accessibility point, how do they make it easy for, say, a new patient?
Well, practically speaking, their website helps. You can find the new patient forms right there, plus info on payment options.
That transparency is helpful. Takes some of the guesswork out.
Exactly. Makes quality care feel a bit more approachable,
Okay, perfect time for a quick word from our next sponsor.
Right. And, taking care of your overall health. It involves thinking about the environment, too. This part of our deep dive is supported by SoCal Sustainable Solutions. They're right here in OC, helping folks and businesses go greener. Think solar, waste reduction programs. Basically, your local go-to for sustainability.
Good resource to know about. You can find them at socalsustainablesolutions.org.
Okay, so let's get back to OC Lakes Dental. The patient perspective. What are people saying on Yelp? Seems like there's a lot of feedback there.
There is. What were the main things that jumped out at you? Any strong themes?
Definitely. A few things came up again and again. Dr. Takigawa's thoroughness, for one. People really notice how detailed he is in exams and explanations.
And his manner.
Excellent bedside manner, yeah. That came up a lot. Words like personable, kind, patient. People feel he genuinely cares.
That's so important, isn't it? Feeling heard.
Absolutely. And several people mentioned feeling like they actually understood their dental health better after talking with him. He takes the time to explain.
That communication piece.
Right. And it wasn't just him. The hygienist, Christina, also got high praise, often paired with Dr. Takigawa. People talked about gentle but really thorough cleanings from both of them.
Gentle and thorough. That's the dream combo for a cleaning.
Isn't it? One person literally wrote something like, "I've never had such a gentle yet thorough cleaning like that ever." High praise indeed.
Wow. Okay, what else stood out from the reviews?
Another big one, honesty. People appreciated not feeling pressured into treatments they didn't need. That builds serious trust.
Oh, for sure. Nobody wants to feel upsold, especially at the dentist.
Exactly. And folks also commented on the office itself feeling comfortable, cared for. They liked that it felt modern and clean.
Practical things matter too, right?
Yep. And the ease of booking online appointments got mentioned as a plus too. Little things that make the experience smoother.
It sounds like they're hitting a lot of the right notes. Any specific quotes that really capture that feeling?
Yeah, there were some good ones. Let's see. One said, "Dr. Takigawa is a great dentist. I'm lucky to have found a good one after moving to SoCal. He has a great bedside manner and clearly is very competent. He also is very honest."
Nice. Competent and honest.
Lather finally found Dr. Takigawa, who is knowledgeable, detailed, caring, and personable. Also, he does volunteer dentistry. That volunteer aspect resonated with some people.
That connects back to his background, yeah.
And this one about overcoming fear. My appointment with Dr. Takigawa and his dental hygienist, Christina, were the awesome duos who dispelled that fear. They were gentle, caring, and excellent with their quality of care.
Those are really compelling. It sounds like he connects well with patients.
It seems so. Another thing, he actually responds to reviews on Yelp.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, engages with the feedback. That shows he's paying attention and values patient input.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so for anyone listening in Irvine or nearby thinking maybe they should check this place out, the practical details.
Right. The address is 2 Osborne, Suite 150, Irvine. That's zip code 92604.
And the phone number.
It's 949-356-7804.
Okay. And when are they open?
Let's see. Monday is 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Then Tuesday through Friday, it's 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. They also have Saturday hours, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., closed Sundays.
Good to know about the Saturday option.
Yeah. And important for accessibility, they mentioned having accessible parking near the entrance, an ADA-compliant main entrance with no stairs, and an ADA-compliant restroom.
That's really great information. Very considerate. All right, one last quick thank you to our final sponsor.
Absolutely. You know, finding local services you can really count on makes a huge difference. Today's Deep Dive was also brought to you by Irvine Business Solutions. If you're running a local business here and need help with things like marketing, tech, operations, they offer tailored support, helping local businesses succeed. You can find them at irvinebusinesssolutions.com. So, wrapping up our look at OC Lakes Dental. What's the big picture?
I think the takeaway is that you've got a local Irvine practice here, led by Dr. Takigawa, who's clearly very connected to the community.
Right, the local roots.
Yeah, and a strong philosophy focused on high-quality care that's also accessible. The services are comprehensive, covering almost everything.
And the patient feedback seems overwhelmingly positive.
Very positive. Themes of thoroughness, gentle care, honesty, good communication, and just a comfortable vibe really come through in those reviews.
So it definitely sounds like one to consider if you're in Orange County and need a dentist. We'd suggest, checking out their website or giving them a call.
For sure. And maybe makes you think a little too, what do you look for in a healthcare provider?
Yeah.
And how much did these local businesses, the ones really focused on service and community connection, contribute to, well, just making the area a better place? Something to ponder.